Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been really hot among the manifestation community. That is how to manifest a specific person into your life. Whether it's an ex, a crush, or someone who feels like a soulmate to you. This video is going to help you shift your focus, your energy, and your mind and let manifestation do the magic. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the topic of today. A lot of manifestation gurus will tell you that you need to jump straight into visualization, that you need to jump straight into scripting and rehearsing your desires. They're going to tell you to affirm as if it is your reality, but I'm going to say contrary to this. I want you to accept your reality as it is. Why do I say this? I don't want you to fight the current situation that you're in, even if they're not texting you back or whether your specific person is with somebody else. Acceptance is extremely powerful. Acceptance grounds you, and it is the only place where manifestation happens. When I was 18 years old, I was in a relationship that lasted 6 months. My relationship partner broke up with me about a few days before my 19th birthday. To be precise, on the night I got back from my birthday vacation. To start off with, I was a very pragmatic lover. I like to take things slow and I don't rush things. I look at a partner and I think, what will they bring me in the next 10 years? He didn't see me as a potential future. He was infatuated. I was interested in the future that he was going to bring me because the way he had his life laid out in front of him promised me a future. On the night that he left me abruptly, I didn't know that he had several mental health issues he was hiding from me. I had actually confronted him several times about all the times that he had went behind my back to drink and that his behaviors were immoral and that he treated people poorly. And he denied everything that he was doing, and he said, "You're overthinking everything." If your partner is saying that to you and your gut tells you otherwise, it's time to walk out the door. On the night he left me abruptly, I cried tears of gold for him all night. But at midnight, I felt nothing else in me. Like my soul was empty, like I was blank, and I was just staring at the wall, like nothing nothing had even happened in the first place. When I look back at this, I realized in that moment that I knew that he wasn't the one for me, that it was merely a lesson sent by the universe to be learned because I was naive and inexperienced in relationships. I recovered from that breakup just 3 days after it happened. And in that process, I accepted my reality. I accepted the fact that I might be single for the rest of my life. I'm going to have to build my empire and leave my legacy by myself without anybody to rely on. And as much as it hurt to accept, I didn't do anything else about it except let my feelings sink in. No, I didn't ruminate on my feelings. I observed them and I accepted it. I opened up my energy to be receptive into anything life threw at me that I couldn't control. And this was the first part of my self-transformation journey. It especially helped in regards to accepting myself as a single person. Now, here's where the fun part begins. Although I was very satisfied with being single, I had fantasies about my ideal partner. And even before the breakup, I had this idea in the back of my mind that my ideal partner is still there for me, but I confirmed to my ego that my last partner was indeed the one for me. So what did I do after these 3 days, after he broke up with me? I visualized like no other person. I became obsessed with this ideal partner. And in my mind, I was going to be single, but I felt the connection so deeply with my vision that I did feel as if this were my reality. I would go to bed thinking about my ideal partner. I would wake up thinking about my ideal partner. I would think about us in situations where we would meet for the first time. I thought about my parents meeting him. I thought about holding his hand. I thought about the times that we would laugh together, that we would buy our first house together, we would go on our first date, and we would build the empire of our dreams together. This persisted. I was incredibly persistent with this. And in my life, I have never been persistent with anything else. People who manifest quickly will tell you the same exact thing. The more you can compound your visualization, your scripting, and your affirmations once you have mastered the concept of acceptance that your life is going to be the way it is until you have done that inner work and filled all the gaps of trauma. I promise you, nothing else is going to work better than these two practices combined. I want you to get hyper-focused. I want you to ditch all distractions that are interfering with your focus. I want you to stop stalking your specific other social media if it's a real person or comparing yourself to others. You are compounding that negative energy, the energy that I want you to build to see the quickest results in your manifestation is to focus like crazy. Cut out everything else. I cut out everything else in my life. Like sometimes I didn't even want to get out of bed because I was so obsessed with visualizing my ideal partner. But the thing about that too is that I wasn't necessarily attached. I'm not a person who gets attached to things very easily, so it came naturally to me to just get out of bed and go about my day like any other person after I visualize for like 2 hours straight. Create a bubble for yourself where your energy stays protected and you can visualize, affirm, and script your desired reality without any distractions. Even journal about your ideal relationship. Speak as if it's already happening. You can do morning visualizations. You can do writing future tense affirmation and acting as if this partner was there with you already throughout your day. I want to cross these examples pretty quickly, so I'm going to give you the final result of what happened after I had visualized. So I visualized like crazy for 2 weeks. On my 19th birthday was when I think I got really obsessed, so it was about 6 days after my past partner had broken up with me when I got really, really obsessed. I actually started summer school classes for my college degree just a couple of days later, and this is the craziest part about my manifestation. I technically manifested my ideal partner 2 days after I initially started getting obsessed. The reason why I say this is because the class I was enrolled in had my specific other in it. He happened to be my lab partner. Did I realize that he was my specific person the moment I enrolled in this class? No, I did not. I'm not a person who falls in love at first sight. We just happened to be assigned as lab partners. And I thought nothing of him at first because we were both very quiet. Knowing us, we were very slow to build relationships with other people. But gradually we opened up to each other more. And the more we opened up to each other, I realized everything that I had desired in a partner was in him. He shared almost every same belief system that I had. He had the same interests, and he had the same positive mindset that I had. And for the entire 19 years of my life at that point, that is what I had been waiting for. I had always wanted somebody who shared the same values, beliefs, and vision for the future. He wanted to build an empire with me. He wanted to be successful. Did I take this relationship quickly? No, I didn't. Even though I knew in that moment that I had manifested my specific person, I was still cautious about relationship maintenance. The moment when you manifest your specific person, not everything is going to be easy. It's not going to be a dream come true. Not everything is going to be picture perfect after that manifestation has bloomed into your physical reality. Relationships require effort, although your specific person might be an easier partner to cooperate with. Relationships still require maintenance. There have been times where my partner and I have had our disagreements. It is ubiquitous in every relationship. No relationship is going to be perfect, but the more you can be persistent, in finding your ideal partner and putting in the work in to make that relationship work with your partner, then things can definitely go your way. You guys, I always had this person in my head for like years and years and years, but my ego got in the way of finding it. I found myself in really bad relationships where I was being abused and taken advantage of. But when I let go of my ego, accepted my reality as it was, visualized to the point where I was basically delusional, and I stayed persistent and recognized the signs, that's when my specific person came into my reality. And I promise you guys can do the same. I never believed in myself at one point. I never saw myself being successful in my life when I was younger. If I can do it, if other people can do it, if you're here watching this video right now, I see the potential in you. You have so much to offer. I see it in you. I promise everything is going to work out in your favor. The universe is always working for you. Let me guys know in the comments down below which techniques are your favorite for manifesting your specific person. If you guys want to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. As always, thank you for watching all the way until the end of this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys.